on. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set! 230. Right here, 41 Mike. It's been a long day for you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run on 2nd down with Adams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Adams, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bud Dupree, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. It's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Check 50, check 50. Watch it.
They'll run with Jackson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9.
Watch the twist.
On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Set. 180. Check 41.
Big Ben going to take it himself. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First down. 180. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. I'm coming after you.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
41 Mike. All day, baby. All day.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened
there. You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Adams, and an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Adams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Middle. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Get that quick. Hey, Haywood. Mike 41, Mike 41.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the Steeler pressure here. He's going to go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Adams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bang, 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 bang. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it with Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check, check. 3 down.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check 30. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 31. Check 31. Slam. Slam. Kill. 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 Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Roethlisberger will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Go! Jump! X3! 218, chopper! Sponge!
On second down, it's Adams. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. Max Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Adams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ain't no such thing as a law. I'm 52.
Allen from the gun on third down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second. Touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Bills 42, Steelers
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check right. Alert flare. Alert. These two.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Take both of them. Fresno.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Showing it.
49, check 49.
Solid, 5 down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That's caught by Jackson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Smith.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
These two.
Motion backfield.
Low ball.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
41's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed.
Bravo. 41's the mic. 41's
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
44. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, zoom. You mine. 49.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Bend to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
22 yards there, a first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36-yard.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 43.
Again, here's Adams. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 30 big ones.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Adams, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
41, Mike. Jack 16. Stop your whining.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin here with Adams. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Adams, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
180. Check 41. 8.
Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Adams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
You don't want it.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could run, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coast regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all cool magic. Now watch me juke in the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.